Now loading.
Yeah, you know what's crazy?
Yeah.
The Justified album.
Yeah.
It started on the NSYNC's last album.
Yeah.
Started on NSYNC's last album, Girlfriend, the Neptunes. And that album, you started to see Justin become the lead, more of the lead. JC on the earlier albums, JC was more of like the lead.
And it's even mad because I was even watching a documentary yesterday regarding that whole era. And like you see Justin Timberlake, well, NSYNC, Justin Timberlake just transitioning because he went from like doing that pop music to R&B. And it just made sense for his actual brand. Obviously, because now it separates him from NSYNC because they don't do the same kind of sound, innit?
It's true.
And that's why I do like Girlfriend, for example, because it was an introduction to the sound that he's going to be doing, but just with his band.
That is true. Yeah. That's true. But you know what? Neptunes did not Neptunes. NSYNC did they did work with like R&B producers.
Yeah, they did.
Well,
they did. Yeah,
what's his name?
They worked
that used to work with Candy a lot.
Exactly.
What's his name? Shakespeare. That's the one.
Yeah.
He worked with them. Yeah.
On I think it was on that album because that tune is what's it called again? It Makes Me Ill, something like that.
Was it on the No Strings Attached album? Is it on that album?
I think
or is
so,
it on the
because
last? Wait, No Strings Attached is the last album or the second? It might be the second.
Yeah, I think so, but I remember there was the album where I think Pop was in it as well.
I think that's No
Remember
Strings
that track?
Attached.
Yeah.
I think that might be their biggest one. Well,
Yeah, the one that sold a mad thing in the first week, innit? Yeah.
And that has like It's Gonna Be Me and all of that.
Yeah.
I think. Yeah. That's when they reached the top.
Yeah.
So we go, okay, cool. So then we go to the Justified album. And no, actually, let's talk about Girlfriend a little bit.
Have you heard the actual version with just
with Nelly
on it? No, with the demo.
No, you gotta send that to me.
Still? Yeah, it's out there still. Yeah,
you gotta send that to me. Who did the demo? Pharrell?
No, it was literally just JT. Just the only ones on the vocals, isn't it?
Oh, okay.
Yeah, like
okay.
It sounds good still.
Yeah,
you should definitely listen to it.
Yeah, that was definitely a great song, especially adding Nelly to it as well.
Yeah, definitely.
He added his own sauce to it.
Yeah,
that was a good one.
Like to me, it was like a good goodbye to the group.
His goodbye, yeah. This was like, look, this is the source I'm taking to my solo career, but I'm gonna give it to you on this album. Yeah, that's what it felt like.
Yeah, that's what it was for me still. Yeah, go.
Just the Justified album, which is crazy. To me, that feels more like a Neptunes album.
Yeah,
there's other producers on there.
So to me, it's like the album to me is like what Snoop Dogg's first album was with Dre for Justin Timberlake and Neptunes.
For Snoop's first album.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's what Justified feels like to me still, because like even though for Justified there was like what Timberland that was
Timberland and Scott Storch did stuck the songs together,
and like obviously Brian McKnight as well, but it's like
the Underdogs. We got to talk about the Underdogs too.
Yeah, of course, 100%. But it's like it was very, very like Neptunes driven.
Yeah. It's kind of like, you know, with Blueprint, Kanye
West,
did the songs first, and everybody else kind of built around that. That's what the Neptune. That's what Justified felt like. Even with the studio sessions that are on YouTube, the hour-long ones.
Yeah.
You see the Neptunes ones. That's where that's the foundation. And then he started, okay, let me go to Timberland and Scott Storch. Let me go to Brian McKnight.
Yeah.
Let me go, so that did feel more like a Neptunes album. And they did 7 songs on that album.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I think they did the best ones.
Yeah. Yeah,
the most successful one was
it's obviously Timberland, isn't it?
It was Primary River.
Yeah,
but
yeah.
I think the best ones, the ones where you're like, yeah, this is like the melodies, the bridges, all of that's. I think the Neptunes did it for me.
Yeah, like Pharrell was able to like flex his muscles on that because like he could experiment more, and obviously because of the fact that the majority of them were like demos from either
for Michael Jackson,
MJ, or like one of the tunes for Latrell.
Nothing else.
Yeah. So it just made JT that much of an artist because he actually like he put his own spin onto it as well. Even though you hear Pharrell's style on it, he still has like an influence in it as well.
Yeah, like even on Latrell, not Latrell, even on Nothing Else. The Justin version
has a bridge at the end,
and it has the oh no, I've been asking everybody.
That's what I'm talking about.
Which in the studio, in the video of the studio session, we see Pharrell is the one that kind of was like at this end, kind of, So they added extra bit of sauce onto it.
Literally, yeah.
But what did you mention before?
What did I say?
You were about to say something.
I can't remember now.
Oh, okay.
I can't remember shit.
About like his version being the songs that Justin's input.
Yeah, I was just saying that like JT was able to like put his actual ID as JT on the album, even though it was obviously written by Pharrell, the majority of the tracks, but he still has his ID on it.
Yeah.
Does that make sense? Because that's why the transition from his first album to the second album wasn't that much of a transition too much, because we already knew Justin Timberlake's ID from the first album.
Yeah. So he just built on top of it.
Yeah, literally.
Really.
And another thing that I like about Justin Timberlake as well is that he's a student to the game as well. You get me? He's a student because he would go to the Pharrell sessions, he would learn. He would go to the Timbo sessions, he would learn from that. Yeah. And even by watching the videos, I can see and listen to the songs. I know that he's more hands-on on the Timberland ones as opposed to the Pharrell ones.
Yeah, you can tell. Yeah, the Timberland and Scott Storch sessions.
But I can hear some elements from the Pharrell tracks on literally. So you can tell that he learned.
Yeah.
But then again, it more or less is expected because of like the fact that you were in a band before. Yeah. And even on top of that, you actually know how to play you know how to play instruments as well. Yeah. So you really have that kind of knowledge in it, and you're always willing to learn. And that's one thing that I preferred. I prefer JT over Usher in that instance still.
As far as Neptune's production.
No, in like as far as studying.
Oh, okay. You think Usher was more of a great executor, but he didn't really add his own touches to it.
Literally. That's the reason why you kind of hear a sonic decline on his albums.
Okay. Well, after Confessions.
Yeah. Literally, like it goes up, he peaks, then it starts to goes down. But Justin Timberlake is like, because he's a student in the game, and like he writes, he produces, he does everything. Yeah. You just like there's like a fine level of quality throughout his albums. Yeah. Well, apart from his last one, but
the Woods one.
Yeah.
Because I thought that was trash.
Yeah. And I tried to like it.
You tried. You know what you said? You know what you was probably doing? You was like, you know what? Maybe like, you was like Justified. Future Sick Love Sounds, 2020 Experience. Let me just try and see if I can find some of those elements in that to kind of like it. But
I forced it, man. I forced it. I can't lie, I don't like it. I forced it.
Yeah, it's crazy. Let's go through the track list.
Yeah, man.
Like I Love You.
Yeah,
that was a that one you could hear the MJ.
I was just about to say
touch.
That. That's what I was just thinking. Yeah, I can, because is it the bridge? I'm trying to listen to the song in my head. I think it's the bridge.
You know the part where he goes sing it.
Yeah,
that's and also the music video where he's chasing after the girl.
Yeah,
which goes back to The Way You Make Me Feel when Michael's chasing after the girl.
So I'm thinking,
so many different references.
If MJ were to actually take those demos, do you think it would have been successful? And do you think it would have been executed as well?
I think because MJ had already mastered everything that JT and Neptunes did together on that album, it wouldn't really have made... It would have been great because he would have done it well, but we've seen it already.
Yeah.
So it's not nothing new.
Yeah.
You know, but that's why he wanted the Super Fug type beat. That's new. We haven't seen MJ on like a Super Fug
facts
type beat, or like a Oh No. Imagine him on Oh No.
Yeah, that would have been
the
crazy.
Oh No beat. So, but with those songs, we've seen him do it already. We've seen it on Off the Wall.
Yeah,
we've seen it on Thriller. So literally. And Bad as well. So that's why it made sense. I guess it made sense for Justin to get it because of course 100%. We haven't seen him in that pocket, you know. Definitely. Or even maybe Usher could have taken some songs from there.
He did.
You know?
He did. Usher took some songs as well.
Oh, You Don't Have to Call.
Yeah.
Yeah, You Don't Have to Call. But I mean from the Justified.
Oh yeah, 100%. Yeah, so Like I Love You, Clips, they done their thing.
Killed it.
Yeah, they killed it.
Killed it. And the video, damn, this is 2002, you know.
And this is why
9 years old.
This is why I fucked with music them times, because like right now, obviously, when tunes come out, you get audio first and visuals later. Yeah. But them times you're getting audio and visuals
at the same time. Yeah. Because that came out before the album. That was the first single.
Yeah. I think
it was, yeah. And I remember it debuting, like MTV did like a mini documentary on like the process of them putting the album together and stuff. They interviewed Pharrell and things like that. So I remember that. And it felt fresh, I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, man, definitely.
It felt fresh. And the video, video where at the end, right, where Justin's like, oh, it's just destined to do what you do, whatever. You know what he says, that line? Then you see Pharrell and him doing the robot. That's when I
thought Pharrell was the coolest man in the world. Oh,
after I saw that video, the next day in school, every girl I walked up to, I was doing the Pharrell dance. They were asking me, why are you doing this dance? I said, hey, Pharrell did it.
Bro. So when I saw that video, shit.
Sick.
Yeah. And it's crazy because like the whole rollout was amazing.
Yeah.
The whole rollout was so amazing. Like what? Like how you did all those Pharrell singles and on top of that, we'll get there anyway. We'll get there. Because like I said, Senorita as well.
Yeah, Senorita was great. Senorita was great as well. Yeah. That showed a different, and that again, it showed you a song like Senorita showed you like Pharrell was really like coaching Justin through it. He introduced him as a solo artist on that song, kind of.
Yeah, of course.
The way he introduced him, the way he goes, you know, he goes by the name Justin. Then he did the Marvin Gaye melody.
The riff.
Was it Marvin Gaye?
Yeah,
I think it was. But he did, you know, he kind of showed, okay, look, we're tapping into that kind of Motown energy, and where I'm introducing him in. So, let's talk about the bridge on Senorita.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Yeah. It's not my favorite, but it's mad.
It's mad though.
Yeah.
It's mad.
Yeah.
And
he brings it in twice, innit?
Huh?
He brings it in twice, innit? If I'm not mistaken.
I think a couple times, yeah.
Yeah.
A couple times. Yeah.
Yeah, no, it's amazing still, because that's obviously, you already know that's where Chad comes in, innit?
Yes, with the horn.
Yeah, because, no, listen, he specializes when it comes to bridges. Yeah. That's him.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Of course. Yeah. Bridges. Yeah. Of course. Yeah.
That's his thing.
Yeah.
You get me? So like, whenever people are talking about Neptunes, you have to put respect.
You got because the bridges are a signature for them. Like,
of course.
Even Tyler the Creator, who studied everything about the Neptunes, he knows every like he's a bridge guy too. So he even knows the bridges with Neptunes. That's one of their signature.
Yeah, that's their thing, man. That's their thing still. Yeah, that's their thing. It's mad because
what song can we go to? Okay.
Yeah, Rock Your Body, literally.
Rock Your Body again. The MJ vibe was there. Like,
love
that could have been on Off the Wall.
Love that bridge, man. That's probably
was there a bridge on that?
Yeah, of course.
What was the bridge? Wait.
Yes, that's the bridge still.
Oh, so what did you come? I came to dance with you.
Yes. And that's man.
Oh, and Vanessa Marquez is on. Oh.
Yeah, Vanessa Marquez. Yeah,
she killed that.
Yep.
Yeah, and she's on Sweet Lies as well.
Yeah, that's my favorite Usher tune.
Yes. That might be better than any song Justin did.
Yeah, bro, I'm telling you, it's my favorite Usher tune. Full stop. Because that ending. Oh my gosh.
Well, Sweet Lies.
Yeah. The ending when she comes in.
Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah. The crazy thing is, my sister had the Yeah CD.
Yeah.
And the single.
Yeah.
So Sweet Lies was part of that. So that's why I heard it.
Yeah, it was a B-side.
Yeah, so that's when. So this is like 2004.
Yeah.
I'm hearing that song.
Amazing.
I'm like, what?
Too sick.
Imagine if that was on Confessions.
Wow.
That was supposed to be on the Clones album.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, but it didn't make the cut. Yeah, for whatever reason.
Sweet Lies would have been mad.
Sweet Lies on Confessions would have been mad.
And I'm even pissed off at it because like people don't know the song.
They don't, man.
It's literally as good as it being unreleased.
Do you know what? I think there's a blessing in a song being unreleased.
Same.
Because the discovery of it, you're appreciating it for what it is and not for what numbers it did or where did it chart. You're just appreciating the musicality of it.
Yeah, definitely.
So there is a blessing in songs not being released.
Yeah.
Because it's like your vote. It's like a vote of hidden gems. It's like a hidden gem. Yeah.
Another one of my favorites is Last Night.
Last Night. Last Night might be my favorite bridge.
Yeah. Yeah.
What? Wait, I'm trying to figure out. I'm figuring out what the bridge is on that one.
I wish I could play these things, man.
If I was a young, so you don't understand. And the way I feel about and they sample Do the Hustle. You know the song Do the Hustle?
Yeah, of course. Do
the Hustle. Yeah, so they sampled that.
So that whole flip of the sample, crazy. Crazy.
Who do you think got the song? You think Pharrell got it, or do you think
Pharrell, man? I think Pharrell.
Yeah.
I think Pharrell. Yeah, because to me, I think Chad is more of the executor, and
he comes in and he'll clean things up, and
like even a track that didn't even get released, Second Chance.
Oh,
I fuck with that tune heavy.
Do you know the studio session where like Pharrell was trying to find it. He found it,
then
and then once he found it, it was like, oh shit, he found it.
Yeah, and on top of that, if you because you've definitely watched it, they're looking for chords.
I'm gonna watch it today as well.
And whilst they're looking for it as well,
I
think even before or after, they come up with the chords for shit. They came up with the chords for.
Is it any NERD song?
No, no.
What's the guy gotta do?
No.
Oh. Because there's a part of it, where he goes, where
Let's Take a Ride.
Oh, okay.
So I'll show you. I will literally send you the actual timestamp, because that's where the melody actually originally came from. From literally when they were just like freestyling, trying to find chords.
Oh, so the last night session, it led to that.
No, Second Chance.
Oh no, the Let's Take a Ride session led to the Second Chance.
No, the other way around.
The Second Chance led to the Let's Take a Ride. Okay.
Yeah, literally, bro.
Nothing else, man. Nothing else.
Yeah.
Stats has Stevie all over it.
Yeah, of course.
That has Stevie all over it.
Yo.
That has Stevie all over it.
And
that bridge might be my favorite. Because that's my favorite song on the album. That bridge might be my favorite.
Done.
That no.
Yeah.
I've been asking
So see, do you like Latrone's version?
Her version is I love her version, but it's the stuff I just said, the bridge that is on Justin's. It just it's like when you're making a dish, and you just added that last few touches to it. Yeah, it just adds to it. But her version is good too, though.
Yeah, I love her demo. She has so many demos like that.
It was raw. Like her demo was raw.
Yeah, 100%.
She added extra stuff to her demo too, to be honest.
Yeah. And
so I like that.
There's even a clip of Pharrell even singing that track, or the acapella thing, and that's out of everything. That's my favorite one.
Is it a demo?
Like it's part of the session still.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
I've got to show you. It's probably like part 4 or something like that. You need to watch it still.
Yeah.
But I'll even go back to Rock Your Body because that song was all right for me when it first came out. But when I watched the making of it, I think it's like my favorite one still.
Oh, the way Pharrell kept going over and over things to find certain melodies and
and there's even the clip here of when he was like trying to find the melodies and the beat was on loop. There was one melody that oh gosh,
that Pharrell did or that Justin?
Yeah, Pharrell. There was one amazing melody, but because the loop kind of jacked up, it literally just forgot about that melody. If that melody has stayed on the song, oh my gosh.
See, I had Brendan Morowski on this podcast like last year. So he's an audio engineer, right? So he's done stuff with like Ariana Grande, Rihanna stuff, people like NERD, Santi Gold, people like that. And one thing I learned from that conversation is that moment there, an engineer comes in and says, look, remember about this melody that you just said, or this part of the session. Don't remember this. Just include this at some point. So that's where the engineer, I guess, should come in, right? And say, oh, remember this.
Definitely, man. Yeah, definitely. Well, that's the thing, I've had so many sessions as an engineer, and I've had so many sessions with an engineer being there. And I don't know if they are literally listening to the melodies per se, if you get what I'm saying, listening to understand it, or just listening to it just to
document
have it recorded down. Do you understand what I'm saying? So
true.
Me being a producer might be like the engineer thing as well, but I'm always listening, waiting for the right melody. So if I was the other like that engineer that was getting paid for the service, it's like, would I care enough to tell the artist about a melody that I like. If that makes sense, because I'm getting paid regardless, so should I care?
Yeah. But then, if you want it to be the best thing, if you want
exactly, but the thing is like, would I still care anyway? Because regardless of whatever the song is, the only thing that I get is just an engineer credit that nobody can see.
Oh, you don't get a producer credit for that. Yeah, that's true. Yeah. Unless you're able to like,
of course, unless you're vocal about things and unless you're actually like giving input. Yeah, of course, 100%. But
unless you can like negotiate a producer credit for that, then.
And do engineers even have that skill?
I guess I reckon there's the elite that it's probably, I'm sure there's the elite of the engineers that can do that.
Probs.
That are like basically they're engineers, but they're producers as well. Yeah, you know what I mean? But they're more focused more on the engineering. So I guess it's those guys.
Yeah. Girls. But yeah, because I'm only speaking from experience in it. So yeah, every session I've been to where someone else has been an engineer is like, all I hear is, do you want to do that take again? As opposed to, that melody was sick.
Yeah. But it's almost like they're throwing so many things at the wall that in order to get to the melody after that melody, they had to do that melody.
Yeah.
So
of course.
He had to make that melody to get to the other melody that he actually ended up using. So I guess you're experimenting a lot. You're trying a lot of different things out. So, but yeah, what we talk about? We talked about nothing else.
Yeah, we spoke about.
Yeah, that was Nothing Else is great.
Yeah. There's a tune. Even let's even talk about Timberland, man.
Yeah, yes, go to the Timberland song because we still got to talk about. We still have to talk about. Let's Take a Ride, but we can talk about that after. But yeah, just the Timberland songs. What did you think about that? Timberland and Scott Storch, because he was part of that.
Yeah, of course. My favorite one was Right For Me, I think, because I sampled that one.
Right me. That one.
Yeah, and What You Got as well. Oh no, is that what it's called?
Mr. JT, what you got for me, Mr. JT?
Like the vibe it gives me, it gives me that kind of like Caribbean kind of influence.
Yes, yeah.
But that's why it was so easy for me to sample. But even listening to it itself on its own is probably better than what I sampled anyway. It's sick.
It is good. Yeah,
proper sick, man. Yeah, good. It gave a different element still.
You had Take Me Now.
Yeah,
it was cool.
Yeah.
More filler. It was a high quality filler.
Yeah.
And then Cry Me a River. Cry Me a River is undeniable.
Gone.
Yeah.
Gone. Yeah. Like that. Yeah.
And you could tell it was Timberland.
And it's very rare. It's very rare that I rate singles, like big singles.
Over album cuts.
Like it's very rare that I rate them on a technical level. But Cry Me a River, that tune is like Timberland put his all in.
Yeah.
Because even when you listen to every single part of the song, when Marsha Ambrosius is there, everything.
Wait. Marsha Ambrosius is part of the song? Wait, what part of the song is she part of?
Cry Me a River. Guy towards the end.
Really? I did not know. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah. You gotta listen. You have to listen with your eyes. That's what you gotta do.
But she's the greatest for butterflies, though.
Yeah. Come on, man. Of course, definitely. But yeah, no, that tune, it is like it creates an atmosphere and it evokes an emotion. Like you don't even have to be listening to the lyrics in order for you to understand what the song's about.
Yeah, because it's like the melody guides you so much. Man. It tells you, look, this is where it's going, and then you have Timberland doing a man's beatboxing as well. Yeah,
like,
and what makes Timberland great is just his ad libs as well. The damages done, so I guess I'll leave it.
Yeah,
just those. That's what makes him great, and it's funny because he was able to. The foundation of him doing those ad libs and those just those short phrases and stuff. He built that foundation with Missy, Aaliyah, Genuine. Yep. So once he got to that stage, it was easy for him to just do it.
And that's another thing that I respect about producers then, as opposed to now, because producers, you're actually putting your stamp on. You don't even need a tag necessarily, but you're always on. Like, your vocals are on the track. Like,
that's true.
Like, even from before when Suge Knight used to get onto Diddy, is like he was that. Did you get it? Technically,
yeah.
Get me?
Could you argue that was their version of a tag, though?
Yeah, of course. And that way you stand out more.
Because you're part of the song. You're not just saying, I made this. You're
exactly.
in your part of the song.
And this is what I genuinely think, man. I think that, so you being part of the song is that you're holding yourself responsible for the song as well, because, like...
Yeah. You can't bring trash. You can't bring trash.
Do you understand what I'm saying? Literally. Yeah. Like, if I'm going to put my ad-libs and whatnot on the tune, that must mean that the song is good enough.
Yeah.
So if the song is shit and then my vocals on it, I'm getting the blame for it. Not the artist, I'm getting the blame for it.
Yeah.
Rightfully so. Yeah. Like, it's easier to take accountability them times than now. Because now, if people make a beat for an artist and the tune is shit, hey, you blame the artist. I've been paid. I've been paid my fee. I don't care. But them times it's like it's proper a collaboration.
Yeah. I think my favorite Timberland like ad lib, or just like, what do you call it? Like when it's like it's a short. It's not even a verse, but it's just like a few lines.
Yeah, it's more than just like ad libs, man.
Ad libs. So like my favorite Timberland ad libs, probably on Aaliyah, Are You That Somebody?
That was in my head. That was in my head.
That was in my head. It's like, because it was like, do you know what was funny about that, right? When he said what he said, he was showing everyone, look, I made the beat. So this is why it's so easy for me to ride on it the way I'm riding on it. Mm-hmm. You know? Like, I'm not the best lyricist. I'm not the best rapper, but look, I made the beat. So the way I'm flowing is a representation of my ability to create this sound on this song.
Yeah, bruv. Timberland and
they are
the epitome of I don't rap, but I know what's right.
I know what sounds good. Like, Pharrell is not the best. Pharrell is not the best vocalist. He knows what sounds good.
Yeah, man, you know what's right.
Pharrell's demo for Mariah Say Something. I think it's incredible. He's not a better vocalist than Mariah, of course. Yeah. But you know, okay, damn, the melody. He just knows what sounds good. He knew. Yeah. He knew, and that's why you hear it underneath him.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh well, you hear him. Sorry, you hear him underneath her. Yeah. Yeah. So.
100%.
We haven't. So what? I guess like Scott Storch's role in those songs. What were those? Because if you watch the sessions, he's there too. He's still. Yeah, he's still contributing and stuff. But like,
of course.
What was the difference between like what? Because we know the difference between what Pharrell did and what Chad did.
Yeah,
we know that, right? So with Timberland and Scott Storch, what's the difference?
I could only assume that Scott Storch was literally just trying to find the melodies, and Timberland's like, yeah, that's the one.
Okay.
That's what I can assume, because it can only make sense that way in my head.
Yeah.
Because it's the same thing that happened with him and Dre.
True.
Same thing that happened. He was just vibing, just melodies, finding melodies, chords, whatever.
So do you think Scott Storch is the one that found the melody for "You Don't Have to Say"?
The vocal melody or the melody on the beat?
Well, both.
Because I don't think he has anything. I don't think he has any input when it comes to the song, like writing.
But what about how it flows? What about like how it's delivered?
I don't know, man. I just think he's.
You don't think so?
Guy. I just think he's the guy that was just finding the melody for the beat.
Right. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what. Yeah, because even when he's out here doing content and that, he's literally just playing everything that he's made.
Yeah.
You get me?
Yeah.
Literally.
Still on my brain.
Mm-hmm.
Still on my
Yeah.
brain. That's the Underdogs. That song is the pure R&B song on the album.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, obviously the Neptunes have
Yeah,
pure R&B as well, but this
that
one is like
it's not conventional.
this one is like
R&B.
this one is like Joe could have made it.
Yep.
You know, it's a little bit more pure. It was a little more.
It was that authentic R&B still.
Yeah.
Definitely. Obviously that one and the Brian McKnight track as well.
Never. What was that called?
Again.
Never end.
Never again.
Never again. Yeah, never again. Yeah. Yeah, it's
so,
true. So those two songs were like the more purest form of R&B, and then the other songs had a bit more pop.
Yeah, exactly. But
references.
Deep it. Yeah, it's like
maybe not nothing else though. Nothing else was like Stevie. It's pure like Stevie.
Yeah, of course. But it's like Pharrell and Timberland, because their production is so like left and they have so many different like influences. It's like those obviously are the ones that are going to stand out as opposed to doing conventional R&B.
Yeah.
Just for its sake.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So yeah, that's why it was a perfect mesh, innit? Like you just get two different R&B songs for like a good balance.
Yeah.
And the rest is just like all left.
Yeah.
Sounding songs.
Because I'm thinking of a Stevie song that Nothing Else is basically like the baby of, and I think Girl Blue.
Yeah.
Girl Blue is like, if you listen to that, you listen to Nothing Else, you can just hear it.
Yeah.
Really. The Underdogs though, I didn't know they did Still on My Brain. I didn't look at with the funny thing is with the Justified album, all these years I've only just focused on Neptunes did these songs, Timberland did these songs, but I looked into Still on My Brain, and because I wasn't familiar with the Underdogs, and they've done stuff like Tyrese, Why You Gonna Act Like That, Chris Brown, Take You Down.
Yeah, so they got the real
No Air.
Yeah,
Chris Brown and Jordan Sparks, No Air. So they've done.
Yeah, so they are the real. Yeah, it's proper R&B still.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Let's Take a Ride.
From the first second.
I'm in the car. Yeah.
Bruv. Oh my gosh. And that tune from start to finish, there's no like I cannot fault that song.
Yeah, it's just great.
I cannot fault that song from the first second to the last. Like
it is, it's great. But what makes it so great? Like what's the standout thing? Because the intro does stand out.
Yeah, of course.
The intro is a standout. Also the outro is just the beat. There's just a beat playing right at the end.
Yeah, and what I like about it as well is the post hook as well. I love the post hook. You get me? I love the post hook. The way it flows in from the hook to that bit.
Oh, what is it? What the let's take a? No, that's the hook, right?
Yeah. It's They say, "Girl, you're the best."
What was it?
I'd have to play it still.
Ah, okay. We'll
yeah.
I'll listen over to it again. But yeah, that was a great one as well. The studio session of that is good as well. Yeah, just how they're figuring that out as well.
Yeah, it's amazing, man. It's like I just find it so sick the fact that you could wake up, go to the studio with a blank canvas and just create a beat and create a song.
Yeah,
within the same kind of session. Or even if you go to get a skeleton down, but it's something that's good enough for you to actually like carry on.
Yeah,
and finalize and finish to put on the album as well, which is fucking sick. Like,
do you know what?
Because I can't even think to do that still. My whole thing is just like concentrating at things at hand. If it's a beat session, I'm making a beat. I'm not focusing on any vocals, but them man there. But then again, the way I see it is how them men have come to the session is like technically speaking, they didn't start anything from scratch. Technically speaking, like some they did, some they didn't, but I think the majority were just like more or less unfinished demos and unfinished productions.
They already had songs that they were shipping. Yeah. Do you know what came into my head? You know the Rock review session.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and Pharrell was telling Justin to like put a little bit more energy into the what was that part? The part where he goes at the end of this song.
Yeah.
You know that part? And he was look, George Michael, Faith, tap into that. The way George Michael was like, had that aggressiveness into like, I was like, Pharrell was like educating him on like different songs from the past.
And that's the best thing to do, innit? Like that's another thing that I liked within watching the sessions as well. Is like you're always gonna try and channel your inspirations so you have that kind of vibe when you're now creating.
I think the part is where he goes, I think it's "Gotta Have You Naked" by the end of the song.
Yeah,
it's that part, and Pharrell something along those lines. But Pharrell is like George Michael, Faith. Listen to how he says that part of the song, and that's you gotta channel that with this part. You gotta emphasize those words so people feel it.
Yeah, definitely, man, 100%.
It's mad for Justin was like, well, that was Justin attended the Neptune's University.
Yeah, of course, man. 100%.
Like he was taking direction. Pharrell was taking direction. Pharrell was telling, look, this is how to do this, do that. Yeah. We do this.
That's what I like about Pharrell as well, even though it could be kind of, I don't know, detrimental, which it isn't clearly, but it's like, if he knows that you have a style of singing, if he knows that you record in a certain way, if he knows that you fill certain pockets for melody wise or even certain notes, how do I know you're gonna do what he's doing? Yeah. You're gonna do what he's doing. Yeah. You get me?
Yeah.
Technically, he understands how it is to like be a good singer. Technically, so he has his own style.
He knows what sounds good, but he just can't. He's not on a Stevie or Marvin or Luther level.
Of course.
But he knows how it should be like executed.
And it takes
he just can't execute it on that level. But the demos show it still shows what the melodies should be like.
Yep, and it takes me back to I'd say like what, late 70s, early 80s when Rod Temperton was doing his thing.
Heat Wave.
Like, literally, he writes the songs, fam. Do you get what I'm saying? And like,
what was that? Is it Now Forever?
Always and Forever.
What was it called?
Always and Forever.
Always and Forever. Now Forever. Always and Forever. That might be the greatest song he's written, along with Lady of My Life as well.
Yeah, bro. And it's like, how do you think to go there when you're not even a singer? You can't sing. You can't sing, but you're all directing these people what to do.
Because his demos weren't technically the greatest.
Bruv, they were the worst demos I've ever heard in my life.
Yeah, but he must have been so in tune with what the lyrics meant that's why he could. You know what I mean? Maybe he had these experiences he had, right?
Definitely.
Where he could really connect with the lyrics, the message.
Yeah, man.
Then he could tell other people, look, this is how you should be feeling when you say it, all of this kind of stuff. Yeah. So he's kind of like before Pharrell.
Yeah, of course.
Basically the songwriter that isn't technically the best, but knows what needs to sound great and can give it to someone who can then execute it at an elite level. Yeah.
And it's all about having your own style at the end of the day, isn't it? You get me? That's what it's about. It's about having your own style in it, because that's really and truly how you stand out, as opposed to just trying to just do like find normal melodies or whatnot. Just find normal. Nah, you got to find something that speaks for you, even though you're not on the track vocally.
Yeah.
And that's what Pharrell does. Like me and you, we can clock a Pharrell track without even checking the credits.
Yeah.
It's because of the style. And for me, it's not even the production for me. I can't even lie to you. I Will Clock is Pharrell basing it literally solely off the melody. Yeah, no, literally.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, because like, and I feel like the most recent Neptune's produced song that gave me that feeling was Wasting Time.
Yeah, for real. Definitely.
Yeah, and that's the first time we see Drake on the Neptunes.
Yeah, exactly. And like, what was that? I don't know. Because to me, I would assume that that song is an old song, but they just reproduced it.
Oh, maybe. You think
it
so?
Probably is. Yeah, because that tune sounds too good.
It sounds too 2000s.
And it sounds too that.
Yeah, it sounds too 702 I love you ish.
Yeah. Yeah. Definitely.
It does. Hit. You know what about Hit Different? Does Hit Different sound 2000s?
The thing is, I never even took in that track Too Tough. You know, I didn't even take it in Too Tough. But I would say but I wouldn't say it's like.
Do you know what? Scissor-fied it.
Yeah, because I didn't get that authentic Pharrell. I didn't get that.
Yeah, it sounded more modern.
Yeah.
You can tell SZA added her own sauce to it to make it more
100%.
Yeah.
Definitely.
We gotta talk about I'm Loving It.
Yeah.
McDonald's. Definitely the Justified album, the components that put together the Justified album. Well, put together the Neptune songs on the Justified, that is responsible for the I'm Loving It campaign.
Yeah.
It's just facts. Pusha T, the original commercial, Pusha T's rapping on it. Yeah. JT singing on it. Neptunes do the music. Right? And we already saw that collaboration on Like I Love You.
Yeah.
So yeah. And then we get the I'm Loving It song. The actual song.
Yeah.
He puts out after that.
Yeah.
This is all happening in 2003. When Neptunes are running everything. Then you see them do this. You see them do the Be Behind the I'm Loving It commercial, and that still stood the test of time. The actual campaign, I'm Loving It, doesn't sound out of touch. Still sounds fresh.
I'm pretty sure. Nah, man. I think we've spoken about this. I asked you if you had heard the demo. Have you heard it?
Oh, I'm Loving It.
Yeah.
No, who did the demo?
Pharrell, but it was a whole complete. It's a different song because it's not called I'm Loving It. It's called. That's the thing. I can't find it anymore because I can't remember what it's called. Because he doesn't say I'm loving it, but it's the exact same melody, everything.
Yeah.
Sounds sick, but yeah, no, that tune as well. The video, I love the video. I love the tune. Bruv, So, is it Natasha Ramos that's on the track?
I think it is. Oh, you mean the actual single that I'm Loving It single that Justin put out? Yeah, I think that's.
Yeah, I think it is Natasha Ramos.
That's it. Pharrell was integrating her into a lot of songs he was in. That's what I realized. Around that time, anyone he was producing for, he would definitely get her to do like a hook or background vocals, or if it wasn't her, it was Khalees or Latrell, but.
Obviously, Vanessa Marquez, isn't it? I hope it is her.
It sounds like her.
Yeah. But the thing is, her and Vanessa Marquez, they have very, very similar tones.
Yeah.
That's the thing. Yeah, I think it is her. Yeah, it's Vanessa Marquez. Yeah. I think. Yeah, it's Vanessa Marquez.
Yeah.
Tune, man, is a tune, bro.
Let's talk about going left to go forward.
Yeah.
Musically. Love Below. Always.
Bro, do you know what's crazy? Yeah, do you know what's mad? I've not listened to that album. I can't even believe it.
You've never listened to Love Below.
Yeah, no, I watched it, but yesterday.
You've heard Prototype though.
What?
You've heard Prototype?
No.
You've never heard Prototype.
But
you've heard Hey Ya?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
Definitely.
You've heard Roses?
I've heard all the big singles, innit?
Okay. Prototype was a single.
Yeah, but was it a bait one though?
It wasn't a bait one, but it was still. People still know Prototype.
I've not heard it. And I was watching something yesterday regarding Outkast, and like I was talking about the whole breakdown with the album and that it being double-sided and all that shit. Yeah, I definitely I need to listen to it.
You need to.
Yeah, definitely.
Because he went left. He went left in 2003.
Yeah.
Right. And have you heard Tyler's Ego album? No. Okay, but if you listen to that as well, yeah.
But even so, that's the vibe I get off Tyler anyway. Like even visually
look
when I'm watching their
videos. During that era, Tyler had the blonde wig.
Yeah, exactly.
Watch the Prototype video. You see the blonde wig. Like there's a lot of Love Below definitely influenced that album.
I think
in a big way. But Andre went left, right, to go forward, right. But then what he did, what was interesting was he went forward, then he said, "I'm good. I'm not putting out any more albums." But him going left still allowed other artists after him to go forward because he
100%.
broke down barriers, or he explored certain things. Because I feel like there's a couple songs on Love Below that influence 808s.
You gotta show me still.
So listen to Prototype. Listen to Prototype.
Yeah.
Listen to She's Alive. And listen to Pink and Blue. Listen to Pink and Blue. Those three. And there's elements of that song where you're like, yeah, that Kanye got some influence with 808s. 808s is still different because Love Below still has different sounds on the album as well. But there's a few songs where you can almost take and say, look, extended and spilled into the 808s. 808 sound. But 808s was still unique. 808 still had a unique sound. But Kanye went left to go forward.
His left, His left. You already know he's a risk taker anyway.
Yeah.
You get me? So guy that left is like, you have to be so confident in yourself in order for you to know that it will be received well.
Yeah.
Because at the end of the day, it's all about the bigger picture and your intentions, isn't it? Because if you're trying, cool. So for example, I'm trying to think, who's to know, like, will anyone be inspired off of that Drake album, like how people were inspired off of Kanye West album?
Oh, honestly, never mind.
Yeah. Because obviously it could be a thing where the answer could be no, because it could be a different time. I don't know. But if that album had come out the same year, that was like, what year was that? 08 or something? I don't know.
808.
Yeah.
2008.
Yeah, 08. So if that Drake album had come out in 08,
then
do you think it would have been as influential as
808s?
Yeah.
Wait, but okay. Is that Drake's first album that he's putting out, or has he put out albums before that?
Yeah.
He's put out.
So let's say the album that was it an album or tape, whatever he brought out in 2009.
So Far Gone.
So if he had brought that out in like 04
in
or
04.
06, yeah, 04, 06, and he had brought out Honestly Nevermind in 08.
It's difficult for me to imagine So Far Gone coming out because it drew from 808 so much.
Yeah.
So okay.
Alright, cool.
If you're Honestly Nevermind,
Yeah.
you're focusing on Honestly Nevermind. So if that comes out in 08, he's already put out albums before that, right?
Yeah.
Potentially, I think he gets pushed back then. But then I think going into the 2010s, I think it starts getting appreciated more. Same as what happened with 808s.
You reckon?
That's why I think, yeah. Because I think now, that's why I think Honestly Nevermind is definitely his most important album of this decade so far that he's put out. Because it's the first time where I've seen Drake say, you know what, I'm going to put out music that I want to put out. I'm going to take you on my journey.
Yeah.
I'm not going to meet everybody's needs on one album no more. And also, I'm going to operate outside of my comfort zone as well. That's what made me realize, okay, Drake really still wants longevity in music.
Yeah, of course.
Because CLB was like, okay, that's...
CLB is like,
seen that formula.
You've hit your limit, man.
CLB was... I like CLB, but CLB is like, we've seen that formula on other albums already.
Yeah,
Honestly Nevermind was like, Drake is really pushing himself out of his comfort zone.
Yeah.
And saying, you know what, I'm going to disrupt what I've already done in order to move forward, which is what Kanye's been doing every album, basically every album.
Yeah.
Or like for most of his career, right? So when I saw him do that with this album, I was like, okay, Drake is going for even more longevity, because he could have just stuck with the same formula. Let me do the same formula. And the fact that this isn't what people wanted, makes me realize in a few years' time, they're gonna start appreciating this.
Yeah, definitely.
Because they didn't. It's not something that they thought they needed right now. So over time, which means that he's taking people along with him rather than him saying, okay, guys, what should I put on this album? Should I put some of this? Should I put some of that? Should I put some of this? It's him saying, nope, this is what I'm putting. In a few years' time, when your life experiences are caught up with this album, I expect you to appreciate. That's what Kanye does. Every album, Kanye is like, look, I expect you to appreciate it later.
Yep. Like I was even listening to the Christian album that 2 days ago. I was thinking about, I actually love his album.
The thing is, it's not bad. It's just, you know what it is? When you get to a certain level, we're comparing you to what you did to yourself.
Yeah, of course. But
so that's what happened.
I like that album still. Yeah, I like that album. I'm even listening.
That was a risk too. That was to do an entire. That was a Honestly Nevermind.
Yeah.
To do an entire gospel album as well. And that's the thing about Kanye, right? Kanye is just like, look, I don't care if I get backlash for this for an album I'm putting out.
Yeah.
I don't care. I'm about reinventing myself every album. I want longevity.
Yeah.
I don't want to fall off because my fans still want to keep a nostalgic feeling alive and want me to keep putting out the same albums that I put out before. Then when I do that, they complain that I'm doing the same sound. But then you told me to keep doing the same sound.
Yep.
So it's very
hard to satisfy.
You really can't listen to fans.
Yeah, exactly.
You can't.
Definitely. Yeah. And that's why I like Donda, innit? Because Donda has elements of every single thing that he's done.
That is true. Yeah. That is true. I feel like Life of Pablo was that too.
Yeah, of course.
Live
That was
Color was
the
like
first one.
a bit of everything that he did prior to that album.
Yeah.
He put a little bit into it. Jesus was left.
Mm-hmm. that was
Jesus was left. But look, he went left and went forward with it.
Yeah.
Because now we listen. If Jesus comes out today, people appreciate Jesus.
100%.
Because you listen to it today, it sounds fresh.
Mm-hmm.
Even on people hated on site.
Yeah.
People hated on site. I'm not gonna lie, I didn't like on site that much in 2013.
Yeah.
But I listen to it now, I'm like,
I fuck with that.
It's not that bad.
I like it still.
It's not that bad.
Yeah.
So that's what I'm saying. There's benefits to going left to go forward.
Yeah.
Short term, there's backlash because people don't like change. So there's gonna be backlash in the short term. But long term, you're gonna keep reinventing yourself. And you're also something that I remember when 808s came out, Kanye did an interview and he was like, he wants to feel like a new artist with every album.
Yeah. And
that's how you have longevity.
That's how it should be.
And then you're gonna always get backlash because every artist that comes out will get backlash in some way when you're new.
Mm-hmm.
In some way or form. People may not like certain things that you do.
You've definitely got
for Drake to put this album out. If you're reading this, it's too late. Not if you're reading this, it's too late. Honestly, never mind. It made me. I was like, see, Drake is realizing.
Mm-hmm.
He's already had longevity, but in order to keep having longevity, you gotta operate outside of your comfort zone. You gotta shock the system.
Yeah.
To move. You may not have to do that on every album, but every once in a while you have to do it. Love Below,
100%.
left to go forward. 808s, left to go forward. Yeezus, left to go forward. And you gotta be willing to for people to like.
Yeah, but Justin Timberlake can't do that.
That, you know what? That's true. He did do that with Woods. Yeah, that is true.
Yeah.
You know what? Maybe I need to re-listen to that album.
Yeah, James. I think you would. I think because like trying to understand his intentions, you'll understand it more.
Yeah, maybe I need to. Maybe I see that might be an example of what we're talking about.
Yeah,
that might be an example of that. You know what I was gonna say before?
Country with what he's doing in it, but then again, it's funny how Pharrell tried to do that whole concept, but he actually ended up working, but just not with him and JT. He ended up working with what's the name,
Lil Nas X.
Crazy.
Yeah, but then we gotta give Nelly credit for.
Yeah, of course, man.
Yeah, Nelly did it. Nelly did that
because even anything, Nelly is left anyway.
Exactly. Nelly came into the game left.
Did you get what I'm saying?
Nelly came into the game facing left. You saw the side of him.
Nelly is so left that, bruv, people think he's a fucking rapper.
Yeah. Well, he raps it. He raps it.
What? Yeah, exactly, bruv. But he, if anything, he to me is more of a melody man than he's a singer.
Oh, he's a melody. He's a melody.
Confused because of he dresses like a rapper.
His presentation is rapper, but his
rapper
is more melodic. Yeah, that's
definitely
true.
like I get.
He's like both of us. He said both of us is one of his biggest influences. Though he said that. Well, Chingy said it. Yeah, man. I was gonna say last thing. Let's take a ride. Pave the way for not a bad thing.
Yeah. Wow, what a tune. Oh.
Yeah, pave the way. When you listen to it, you can hear it.
Definitely. Oh my gosh. That's why that tune is my go-to track. It's my go-to track on 2020. I can't even lie.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna lie. Until you brought more awareness to it, I wasn't really listening to it like that.
The track is.
I was more on Blue Ocean Floor. I was.
Yeah,
more on that.
and that's funny because that is typical for a lot of people.
Yeah, that is like a. What song on Future Six Love Sounds would you say that?
What's the name of that song? Oh my gosh, no.
Maybe do you know what? Love Stone. You know, towards the end.
Yes, that's what I was looking for. That's what it is.
It taps into that kind of.
It's the same thing.
Yeah.
Like is that same world?
It does. Yeah.
100%.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. That's do you know what? That's another conversation though, but.
And you know what's
there was a
crazy,
lot of great moments on Future Six Love Sounds as well.
Even further,
even like the Love Stone song, that outro, or the intro of Set the Mood Right going into Until the End of Time. Set the mood right.
Yeah.
Then Scissors producer sampled Set the Mood Right for The Weeknd.
Yeah.
As well. So that album has a lot of great moments.
Next year,
for sure, man.
We're gonna have to do 10 years for 2020 experience.
2020. Oh yeah. Okay. Yeah. We'll do 10 year for 2020 experience. Yeah.
Definitely.
Fuck, that album is. And we gotta give James Fonterey his. When we do that, we gotta give James Fonterey his flowers. Because he's one of the greatest songwriters of his generation. And no one even really acknowledges that. Of the music, like the music guys, you guys do, but fans don't really. Yeah, the stuff he's done for Rihanna, the stuff he's done for Beyonce, the stuff he's done for Bruno Mars, the stuff he's done for JT.
Yeah.
Like, people don't even know the Rated R album. He's all over that album.
But I'm telling you, he is my. He's probably my number one inspiration right now. In music.
Bro, Beyonce, That's Why You're Beautiful.
Yeah.
James Fonterey. Wow. But yeah, but we got when we do that, we talk about that. We talk about Timberlake, of course.
Yeah.
But we gotta talk about James Fonterey as well, man.
Definitely.
We have to.
Yeah, that guy.